Alright guys, so on the bench today we have a Gibson Les Paul Studio. This is a 1997 limited edition, and this color is white, but man, this thing has faded where it is yellow. And it looks like we've got the trapezoid inlays with a ebony neck. And there's no binding on this guitar. And this guitar I just purchased about a month ago. And it's missing its high E string. It does have P90s in it. So very unique, super cool. But the thing about this guitar is these fret ends are like really bad. I mean, listen to this. I got my little plastic scraper. Listen to these fret ends. Yeah, these things will cut you. So I have my brand new StewMac fret file that I just bought. So I'm going to work on these fret ends and get this guitar playing beautifully, put new strings on it, all that kind of stuff. There's not much shining up I need to do on this one. The main job is to work on the fret ends. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull these strings off of here. Yeah, so once in a while I'll have a good day. And some nice old guitar like this will come into the store. And I'm able to get in it at a good price, and it's a fun, lucky day when that happens, and that's exactly what's happened about a month ago when this thing came in. If it could be like that every day, wow, what a life that would be. But every once in a while, you know, you get a really nice one. And even though these fret ends are really rough on this thing, that did not hinder me whatsoever in buying this guitar. Okay. So this guitar does not have any binding, so I don't have to worry when it comes to, oh, you're going to ruin the binding on this. I do have my brand new fret file. I just got this thing. Philip McKnight had a promotional video about StewMac tools, and so I went on there and I got the StewMac fret file, and I got a pack of the microfiber micro mesh, and so I'm gonna just polish these frets and again get these fret ends filed down. I mean, they are really sticking out. Fret sprout. I mean, they are bad. Like, you know, sometimes you see a imported Squire or something that is completely dried out and they're like this. This one, I don't know if it's been refretted or not, but I don't think it has. But yeah, just a lot. I know I'm rambling, but I'm excited about this one. Let me get my glasses on and we're going to start filing this. Okay, it seems like it's doing good. I'm going to super zoom in on here. And let's see if we can get these fret ends in there nicely. This will be kind of interesting having this pickguard off, because we'll be able to see what color this guitar started out as. You know, it is really yellow. Maybe I was wrong about it being bright white. I thought that was going to be a bright white color underneath there. And it's ended up that it's maybe even a little more yellowish than on top. So maybe it started off really, really yellow. And as it's been fading, it's been lightening up a little bit, because that looks really nice and yellow underneath there. Continue on hitting these frets and getting these down. It's getting better, but wow. These are in rough shape. Okay, so I was able to get this side pretty good. Now I'm going to flip the guitar over this direction. And I'm going to work on this side. And man, it's still really bad. But this side is feeling a lot better. It's still kind of rough, but I'm going to take my micro mesh to it after I finish filing on it here for a little bit. Alright, so I've got my fretboard all masked off. And we've got this micro mesh. So here's our color chart. And we're going to start with 1500 grit and work our way all the way down. So here we go. Let's take these out of here. Okay, so brown. Okay, that's more of a gray. So here we go. This is the 1500 grit right here. And I'm just going to do this. And this is pretty abrasive. So I'm going to just a couple of swipes with this. And now I'm instantly going to go down, or go actually up to the 1800 grit. Okay, now we will move to 2400. $3,200, $3,600, $4,000 grit. Feels like just kind of feels like cardboard. $6,000. Wow, these are looking so good. $8,000. No, I'll be honest, I've shined up a lot of frets with 1000 grit sandpaper, and I have never had anything come even close to looking this good. These things are like, they're brilliant. They are coming out so shiny. Okay, and then finally, 12,000. Unbelievable how good these look. I am not exaggerating. Okay, let me go ahead and pull all this tape off. Okay, I have some Music Nomad F1 oil, and I'm going to put a couple of drops on that on the fretboard now. So I'm just going to let that soak in. Then I'm going to come back in a minute and wipe off some of the excess. It's looking good. Today's string choice. Okay, we're going to put 10 gauge strings, SIT strings on this one. 10 gauge, 10 through 46. Yeah, those microfiber cloths from StewMac, they worked so good on this. I feel kind of silly that I waited so long to buy some of those. This guitar does have the P90s, but I think that this is what they call a 94. You guys can help me out. I think it's called a 94 size P90, something to that effect. So I think it's routed out where you could put a humbucker in there if you wanted to. And before I started making this video this morning, I had a customer in here and he said, I'm going to go get the cash right now. And so this guitar is sold already. I told him that I was going to clean the frets, file the fret ends, and put new strings on it. And I said, but you got to give me enough time to do my YouTube video about it. So if you guys are this far into this video, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all the views lately. Again, thank you guys so much. So right here on the neck, it looks to have some sort of adhesive on it. And so I'm just going to spray some of this Music Nomad's guitar cleaner on here, polish, and see if that'll come off quick and easy. Oh yeah, there we go. And there's some right in here. So this guitar sat on some kind of a stand, and it burnt. It had a reaction with that nitrocellular finish that's on here. And it left a mark here. And it also left a mark right here on the guitar. So there's these two weird sort of burn marks in there from a stand that it's been setting on. All that adhesive came off nicely. Okay, so we just need to tune this thing up and we will be good to go. So I'm just going to stretch these strings out a little bit. Okay, I'm going to take a look at our neck and see if she's straight. And so I've got my straight edge on there and a feeler gauge. And you guys might be able to see that there's a lot of gap underneath here. So right around the 5th fret here, 7th fret. So I'm going to go ahead and snug the truss rod down a little bit. Okay, so I went ahead and took the truss rod cover off, and let me get the right wrench. It looks like this. The Gibson wrench has the little screwdriver on the end here. Stick that in there. Oh yeah, that was really loose. You know what? That seems good right there. So I'm going to leave it right there. So that's all I did was, you know, about 1/4 of a turn. And that should bring my string height down a little bit. Alright guys, so it's a 1997 Gibson limited edition. I filed these fret ends and got all the fret sprout out of there. And then I used my brand new pack of micro mesh that I got from StuMac. And the adhesive came off of it. The gold hardware on it looks really great. Again, it does have some of the burns from the rubber on some kind of a stand. It burns into the nitrocellular. But I mean, it's cool. You'll never forget this is your guitar. It has already sold. The customer saw it this morning. And I told him I have to do the video. And he said, okay, well, I'll come in later. He went and he got his money rounded up. And he's on his way in right now to pick it up. So this one is already sold, but yeah, just a really cool guitar, and they don't come along very often, but once in a while I'll get something nice like this. And I'm just happy that I can share it with you guys, and thank you for watching, and go buy a guitar.